Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like my voice is so weird today. Today I'm going to share with you my workout routine. Since COVID hit, we've all been working out at our homes. I know that the gyms are now finally open, but I don't feel like I'm gonna be going to the gym at all this year. I'm probably just gonna stick with my at-home workouts. I'm just going to share with you today what I like to do on a regular basis as far as a workout goes. I typically stick with the same kind of routine, but I switch up the exercises because if I did the same thing every day, I would be so bored. There's a lot of good YouTube videos that I follow. Whitney Simmons has been a fitness YouTuber that I followed, and I really like her workouts. Just recently I started to get into Chloe Ting. They also have a lot of good things on Instagram, so I usually save those to my page. While I'm doing my at-home workouts, I always like to start with any kind of class or any kind of YouTube video, and then I jump into the Peloton. I am going to be sharing with you my thoughts on the Peloton because I receive a lot of messages asking how I like it. So I am going to share my reviews, my thoughts, everything on the Peloton later in this video. We're going to start with a YouTube class. I just have the YouTube app on my TV, so that's typically how I do my workouts. So I just looked up Chloe Ting. For today's workout, I'm just going to do a little light kind of exercise. So I'm going to do the 2-week shred challenge video. This one doesn't require any weights, so it's just body weight. So I'm just gonna tackle this real quick. Okay, so that is completed. Okay, brightness, hello? That needs to be turned down. I look like a tomato. Now we're going to jump onto the Peloton. Before I get onto the Peloton, I always like to put on my Sweet Sweat wrap, and then I just put on some socks. After I put my socks on, I strap myself into the shoes. Since I am the only one that uses this Peloton, I leave the shoes clipped into the pedals. I got these shoes and the clips off of Amazon, so I can link that in the description box down below if you don't want to spend the money on the Peloton shoes, because they are kind of expensive. In these two little cup holders, I always have my water bottle and then a tissue because my sinuses suck and my honk always runs when I do a workout. It's so much fun. So then here's the screen. I'm gonna tap on me. This is what the home screen looks like. My favorite instructor is Emma Lovewell, and she has a bunch of classes. So up here you can go with the length, so that's how long your class is. You can go with the class type, you can go with beginner, low impact, power zone, all of these different things. I typically go to length because after I do a YouTube type class video, I typically only go on for 20 minutes or 15 minutes. If I'm doing just the Peloton for the day, I typically go with 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Once in a great while, I'll go with a 60-minute workout. Today, we're only gonna go with 20. And then these are all of her 20-minute classes. There's a lot. The ones that are checked are the classes that I did. So I'm just gonna go with the 20-minute groove because that's the next one up. Then you hit start. Start again, and she gives a brief introduction. Down here is where you adjust the resistance, so you turn it to the right to make it harder, turn it to the left to make it lighter. If you want it to stop, you just push down. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm going to share my review and thoughts about the Peloton. Speed it up, let's go! Just like that, we finish a ride. I always try to finish an entire bottle of water. I just think that it's super important just to flush out your body. Now that we got the workout out of the way, I'm going to share my thoughts on the Peloton. I love it. There are a few things that I don't necessarily like. The screen, I wish that we could turn it. I don't think that you can because it's secured in there. If you guys know a way where the Peloton screen turns so that you can turn it your way and do the different exercises that they have, let me know in the comments down below. I also like that when it's delivered, there's 2 people that come in and set it up for you. I actually have a vlog of them setting it up and getting it all taken care of and stuff like that. Another thing that I don't really like that much is the fact that you have to get shoes. They do have a package on the Peloton website where you can just get everything that you essentially need, but I try to save money where I can. I had these weights, so I didn't have to necessarily get the weights for shoes. Like the Peloton shoes, I believe are $150 or so. And I just think that's insane for shoes. I will leave the ones that I have in the description box down below in case you want to save some money there. The clips and the shoes come separate on Amazon. This is an investment. There's different payments that you can choose from when you go onto the Peloton website. If you like cardio and you find that running is just wearing on your knees, your joints, then I definitely suggest getting a bike. During the winter, this is super convenient. I definitely think that it's worth the money for the instructors alone. The instructors are so amazing. They're very motivational, positive kind of people, and I just love that because sometimes when you're working out, I mean, unless you're obsessed with working out, a lot of us are kind of just like, it's a chore. I also like that they have live classes up in the right-hand corner over here, so you can choose to join. Another thing that I really like, to turn this down, you can choose original mix, more music, or more instructor. So if you want to listen to more of the instructor and hear what they have to say, you can choose that, or you can choose more music. Also, you can hide everything. So if you don't want to see this during your workout, you can hide that. If you don't want to see the time elapsed, you can hide that. There's also little motivational things on the side that pops up where you can give people a thumbs up for something that they've accomplished, which is really nice. So this is basically the home screen, and it shows you what days you've worked out. So clearly I haven't done the Peloton much this week because I've been focusing more on the video classes. You have like your daily picks that you can choose from. You can bookmark a class. They always come out with different classes. They just came out with the bike boot camp, which I talked a little bit about in my last video, and that's where you do weights and the bike. These are all of the classes that they offer. So if you are beginning, you can choose beginner, you can choose low impact, climb, intervals. They also have HIIT classes or HIIT rides. I also like that they do classes that are geared towards music. So they have pop music, they have 60s music, 70s music, 80s. Like there's just so much to choose from. You can choose cycling, or if you go to the floor, there's yoga, there's meditation, glutes and legs. Okay, that looks insane. I don't know how anyone can do that. There's stretching, so if you need some stretching prior to a ride, you can do that as well. You can choose music genre, so country, classic, electronic, pop. Up here, they also have a little bit more of a selection where it's strength, stretching, yoga, meditation, or cardio. There's also challenges that you can do if you're more of like a competitive person. They always have something new that pops up, which is really nice. And then there's a schedule that you can look at to see when they're going to have live rides. Here's my name on here if you guys want to follow me on the Peloton. If you did a ride once a day, even if it was just for 20 minutes, you would feel great. You'd be stronger in no time, and it just works up your cardio. If you're having trouble with running, I mean, I definitely recommend trying a bike instead so that you can work up your cardio, work on your breathing. Breathing is such a big, important thing when it comes to cardio, and a lot of people just don't focus on it because they're just exhausted, but breathing is what really gets you through it, which I've talked about that before in my academy preparation video. In that video, I talk about certain things that you can do in order to prepare for the physical part of the academy. I think that that's basically all I really have to share about the Peloton. I love it. I think that it is a good investment because I always try to use it at least once a day. Sometimes I obviously fail, but that happens. Life gets in the way, work gets in the way. I will leave all the information in the description box down below. Always check out the description box. It has a lot of good information in there. If you have any questions about the Peloton, always leave them in the comments down below. I see your comments, I reply. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do before you leave. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later.